Today we are making this little dino finger puppet here. I've given Lucy a paper template for you all to use. Follow along with me and let's make this lovely little dino. So to make our dinosaur finger puppets, you're going to need a piece of foam sheet, some scissors and a pen. I've given Lucy this lovely paper pattern that you can cut your shapes out of. So each time you see me use a shape, it'll be exactly like this one. We're going to start with this one, which is called the T-Rex Dino Body. It looks like this when you cut it out. It doesn't quite look like a dinosaur yet. What we're going to do is we're going to place our finger into the center of the foam and we're going to wrap it around like this. So we create a little channel or a little sleeve for your finger to sit in. Then you're either going to glue or tape this down so that you can keep this nice shape. Then what you're going to do is, at the top part where the dinosaur head is, we're actually going to fold it over. Can you see my dinosaur? There is the start of your T-Rex. So you can fold it. You can use, again, a little bit of glue or tape to fold this down. So I'm going to do that and then we're going to start decorating. Glued or taped this together, you should be left with something that looks like this, yep? Can you see his teeth, his tongue and his jaw? So the next part we're going to take is this shape, which is called the T-Rex head. Now I've drawn a little dot here to show you his nose shape, and we're going to stick that on top like this, and you can see that you're starting to create a really cool dino shape. So you can use some tape, you can use some glue, you're going to glue this bit on top. I'll do that now with you, and then we're also going to glue on the second half of his jaw, which is also on that sheet that I have given Lucy. And it's called the T-Rex jaw. So let me just stick this bit on first, just like that. Give it a squeeze. Lovely. So we've used this bit and this bit so far. We're now going to use this bit called the T-Rex jaw. Now I've used a different piece of foam for this because I ran out of the yellow one. So I had to start to use a different colour, which is orange, because it's all that I had left. I should have checked before I started cutting. So we're going to stick this onto the bottom. His jaw is going to look just like this. Again, use some glue. Just a little bit is all you need. Make it nice and neat. And glue his bottom jaw on to his head. Just like that. So far, so good. We've got half of a T-Rex. So next we're going to add some hair. This is optional. It's on your page and it's called your dino hair. I chose to cut this out of red, but you could just colour it in if you've only got one piece of foam. And we're going to stick it onto his head like this using, again, a tiny bit of glue, just so we can stick it on quickly. Take your time when you're making your dino because you want it to look really good. Ooh. Glue, 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 glue. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Here we are. So we've gotten to this stage. Now, if you've got a googly eye, you can stick a googly eye onto him. If you want to draw an eye with a permanent marker, you can do that here. I just so happen to have one eye, which I'm going to stick onto my foam. Again, if you don't have any glue, you can just use a permanent marker and you can draw his eye on. Stick his eye on like that. Beautiful. So now we have his teeth and his tongue left to do. If you'd like, you can draw these on. I cut out some foam shapes out of red and white foam. You can cut them out of white and colour the tongue in red if you want. And on your sheet they're here. So you've got T-Rex teeth and we've got a dino tongue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue his tongue and then his teeth on. And that will be the finished part of our T-Rex. And then if you want to add some spots or dots, you can cut some out of foam or you can colour them onto the foam using some nice felt tip pens. Whatever you would like to make your dino a little bit different. Everybody's dinosaur can be completely different depending on what colours you have, what shapes you want to put on him. I'm just giving you the really, really basic model. Oh, have I gone upside down? So one set of teeth for the top, one set for the bottom. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. There we go. One set. And one more for the top. So you can be really gentle with the glue. Try and make it nice and neat. I'm using a hot glue gun, but this will melt your foam. So be really careful with what you're using to stick your foam on, okay? And there we go. There's my little dinosaur. Like I said, you can take a permanent marker and you can draw on some dots. I'm going to do a couple of little dots just around his eye. Just like that. I might even do some on his bottom jaw and just on his body. You can even get some little dots and cut them out from whatever foam you've got left, or you could do some triangles. I cut them out from this piece here, and you can glue them on too. So you might choose to do a little cheek like that. That might look nice. So let's do a little cheek piece like this. You can keep adding your foam shapes until you're happy with your dinosaur, and eventually you'll be left with something like this.